Peoples, peace, peace.
Peace,
We
peace.
back. It's your boy, just Eric, chilling with the good brother Kaz.
Salute, salute. Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you for coming on and making this a little easier for me. and
Right.
it's like another thing I can't do. I can't type. I can't type in the chat while I'm live.
Oh, why you? Oh, okay, okay. I see what you mean.
So it's
Yeah,
like, I could do it from another phone or something, or a device like that. But I think I need to get like a whole setup: the laptop, the computer, the
the whole bit. Yeah.
different cameras, a good surrounding. I'm using a little lamp now for the lighting on my face, so it's not so dark.
Well, you see me, man. I got a lamp. Yo, I just brought a lamp, and I need to just plug it up. You know what I mean?
All
Hold
right,
on,
all
I'm right
right.
back.
Nah, you good. So yeah, man, it's your boy Eric. I was just on a second ago. On today's conversation is going to be the YSL trial, but not so much what's going on in the trial. I would like to discuss the behavior of the judge and the prosecutor in the trial. I'm not going to
Right.
focus so much on the case itself. If he did this, if he didn't do this one's telling on that one, this one's
Open
telling on
minded.
that one.
Salute, salute, good brother.
I'm I'm not a, I'm not too much into that.
Yeah,
I was more concerned looking at the judge and the way they doing things. It's very
yeah.
unethical. And today I have Kaz here with me who's gonna help me get through this conversation and make it easier for me. So let's go.
Right, right. No, no, I was looking at it cuz before I seen the video and everything, I wasn't really like too hip, on it, but to me, I'm like, I'm looking at it like the first 15 minutes. I'm like, yo, I think the judge needs to be investigated. Really, I think the case needs to be investigated and people probably say, "Yo, how do you feel the case is going to end?" right?
Mm.
And the way that it
It should have
looks
been got thrown away if you ask me. The
no,
stuff that
yeah, no. No,
the stuff
really,
that I've
no,
seen
really.
going on in there,
Yeah.
it's very unethical, very unethical. It got to the point today. I don't know if you saw it or not, but his lawyer ended up getting held in contempt
Held in
today
contempt. Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
didn't want to reveal no privileged information. Confident. I guess they have privilege. Clients and
Right,
lawyers,
right.
they have that privilege. So the lawyer wanted to know. The judge wanted to know where he got the info from, and the lawyer wouldn't reveal that. So he held them in contempt. And
No, his lawyer definitely seems like a ride or die lawyer, man.
right,
Even by,
right, right.
even by
His
what he says out of
yesterday's
his
price
mouth.
is not today's price with him. Yesterday's price
Right.
is not today's price with him. It's like a whole team of them. And then while this is going on, like the lawyer
Right.
had to get a lawyer, and
Yeah.
the lawyer he ended up getting, I guess, was somehow involved with Donald Trump as well. She's like
Oh,
a
okay.
she's like an elite lawyer. Like I can't
Right.
remember what they story time or something like that from story time or something that she's very high powerful person. She
Okay.
she represented someone, if not Trump, in a case, but someone that was involved in the case with Trump, perhaps.
Okay.
But I guess there was some the judge and the prosecutor had a witness in private, and I guess you're supposed to reveal all of that with the defense, and
Right.
they didn't do that. So the defense got a hold of it that they weren't invited to this meeting, and that's when he decided to hold the lawyer in contempt. But this isn't the only thing, cause this is not the only thing. It's been for the
Right.
past couple months that I've been watching. It's been you could see the favoritism, like so much more for the state than the defense. Like he'll say
Yeah.
overruled. It's only sustained. It's only sustained for the prosecutors, like, but not for the defense, yo. And it's very sad because there's a lot of lives at stake here. Like a lot of people. This
Yeah.
case is supposed to go on at least 2 more years. They're talking about.
Wow, that's crazy because I was listening one day last week and I heard them playing some of his music. They played like one of his tracks. And I'm like, yo, how could they even understand what he's saying? You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
couldn't even understand what he was saying. But I noticed he was like laughing. He looks, he doesn't really look too worried. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
The,
I know how the court system does and everything, but he doesn't look too worried. You know what I mean?
he doesn't look worried, huh? I could agree.
Yeah.
How long he's been in there? Probably close to 2 years now, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I
It's
think
been
so, yeah. I think about 2 years.
it's been about that time, and this a lot of these things that are going on. It's been stuff since 2013 and 15.
Yeah.
So it's like they're bringing up so much past stuff. And before I forget this thought, let me ask you: are you familiar with like? Is it possible for there to be a state RICO case rather than a federal RICO case?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I don't
Mm,
know, but anything is possible, man. Anything is possible with that court system. You
right,
know.
because what I'm thinking now is that all of this is going on. I'm thinking that because I'm assuming from what I've seen that it's a state RICO case. The way
Right.
they putting it out, so I didn't know there was a difference. I'm just learning this, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm right on this theory. Like if there was a difference, but it looks like that once all the witnesses take the stand,
Right.
the feds are going to jump in after they admit to what they did, even though they got immunity for everything by the state.
Okay. Wow.
You get
Wow.
what I'm saying, Cos?
I
Like
feel
they
you.
got immunity, so they not in trouble,
Right.
but the feds can still come and now you're in trouble all over again.
Wow.
And that's the kind of tactics that I'm seeing that's being used. Like it's just so sneaky and it's very unfortunate, man. Like I said, I'm not going into it if he's guilty or if
Right.
he's
Right.
innocent. Like my thing was just the court system, the justice system.
Right.
It's, they're not doing right. They're not doing right. And
No, I mean, the parts that I seen there, it seemed very corrupt. I was like, wow. It kind of almost seemed like if they know that he's gonna win the case, and they was trying to just like sabotage stuff. I was like, because I think somebody knows something. You know what I mean? To me, I feel like the case could go any way now, but something's telling me he's gonna get off. And if he does not get off, I think he's gonna get it on a pill. You know what I mean? Either way, I think he'll be home pretty soon. You know what I
this
mean?
is
But
if he does, if they end up getting found guilty, it would be like the appeal,
right,
and that itself is still going to take time. So he's still going to have to sit in jail while the appeal is going on too. So either way, it's like he's going to be screwed. The system got him screwed.
right, right.
It's like stuck
But
with his back to the wall, man.
yeah, but
But
anybody can see that it's some corruption going on there. Something is happening, and I'm like I told you, I wasn't even really hip to it like that. But my first time watching it, I can just tell automatically it's something going
mm,
on there.
so
But I
much
think
favoritism for the state, and it's like nah, it's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, and even still,
I
you
mean,
got
but I think
dirty
that judge,
cops,
I
dirty,
think that
dirty
that
cops,
judge
dirty
is gonna get
correctional
fired, man.
officers. What's that?
That's it. The judge. I think the judge is gonna get fired, man. They need to get
Mm.
rid of that judge, man.
He's been. They've already asked a few times for him to recuse himself.
Yeah.
He's denied that motion. They've asked him for a mistrial at least from what I've been watching the last couple months, at least 10 times for stuff that's happened that has mistrial, and he always tries to find a little loop and doesn't allow it and doesn't
Did,
allow it. Like
did you hear what the Breakfast Club said about him?
what the Breakfast Club said about the judge, or
Yeah, about no, about the lawyer.
what they said.
Hold
Please
on, let me
elaborate.
put.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Oh no, this. Wait, hold on. Oh, this something. Hold on. Let me play it. Let me play it. Yeah, tell me if you can hear it. How you can hear it?
Worldwide Jets, worldwide mess.
Can you hear it?
On the Breakfast Club. She's a culture shifter.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Okay, so missing boy found. Last week, a 15-year-old named Tyrone Giles was reported missing. The news of him going missing had everybody in the community.
This record to his grandmama.
His grandmother, yeah.
Or is something else?
Little hoe.
Mhm.
She must have made it mad. Some people's grandma
I could
have
wait. Go ahead. You
good
could
respect
take
for
your
her
time.
life.
Yeah.
You know,
She also said these kids have been raised to be respectful and had a much better life. To Instagram, once the video started making his rounds, he went to Instagram. He said, at this point, everyone
Hold on.
college, it gets ghetto. Well, it's still ghetto because it's been ghetto. So apparently, Young Thug's lawyer was out.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
No way.
¿Qué pasó?
Yeah, but I'm like, yo, that court case. If people can't see
How
it,
did you find out about
It's
then
a
come on.
mess. It's a mess.
And how did you find out about it? Mr. Copley made statements that he admitted to killing Donovan Thomas. And don't take my notes. No. Take Mr. Steele into custody, please.
This is wild.
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
You're watching a part of history right now.
I believe that the court has put him in that position.
No, he purges himself of the contempt.
That's civil. He's not getting that civil.
That's civil.
That's civil.
Respectfully, I would.
The Young Thug YSL RICO trial is spiraling out of control. Brian Steele points out evidence of coercion and witness intimidation by the judge. State. The judge freaks out and asks how he found out about an ex parte conversation with the DA, a witness, and the judge. Steele refuses to answer, and then the judge sentences him to 20 days in jail over the weekend.
Wow.
The judge is straight up wrong here and didn't want to admit it. There's hundreds of defense lawyers citing case law. I'll show you at the end of this video. And over 25 defense lawyers came to Brian Steele's defense within hours of this happening on stream. Once again, I'm left speechless. I don't even know what to say. Just watch the full video. Hit subscribe. Here we go. First look at Thug.
Wow.
Word.
You see that? So
Yeah,
it's like,
I was watching all of this live, like while it was
Right.
happening,
wow.
like live, and it's
Not the only ones that's saying this, right? Because other blogs are saying the same thing. Like, it's really like I'm starting to think like a lot of the evidence that they're putting on Young Thug, they're just piling it up on him. And,
right.
you know what I mean? Trying to make
Like he
trying to
getting
make it
blamed.
look.
He getting blamed for what one of his friends did, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
now, like it is. It's mad wild, man. It's just wild. And
Right.
but the way what I'm getting out of this, cause the
Yes.
only way the lawyer should not say nothing if it was Doug that gave him this information. That's the only
True.
way attorney-client privilege matters. Because if it was somebody random in the courthouse, he should be able to tell him who told him, right?
I agree.
Like I'm not, like I said, I'm no law person. I'm not familiar.
Yeah.
I don't get in trouble. I don't know how none of that works, but I know that they're not playing fair, man. They're not playing fair.
Yeah, but you know them young brother, they need to just stay out of jail. Period, man. Because the brother, he's talented young brother, man. So you know people need to just stay out that court system. But he's talented. But
You know,
for some reason, I think he's gonna be all right, man.
I like his music too. Like the sound that they have. I don't know who's
Yeah.
making their beats, but that sound is fire. That sound is fire, man. I dig it. I
Yeah,
dig it.
him and Rich Homie Quan, they used to make music together. They used to be blown out their mind, man. They used to be blown out their mind. King Delvin, salute, bless up.
Delvin, much love. I see you, Brody. Much love. Word, man. It's just very unfortunate, man. They gotta they gotta do something with this judge, man. He gotta recuse himself or find another judge or something, because this is. I'm surprised his life hasn't been put in danger yet or threatened yet,
Right,
like everyone else's.
right, you right.
They got all
Yeah,
sorts of people. They got correctional officers, people in the courthouse, people in the prisons, all in cahoots with them. So they able to pull off some sneaky stuff, man.
yeah,
Get information illegally. I don't care. You gonna go get the information? Go get the information, but get it legally at least. Don't get it illegally.
Right.
And then try to cover your ass for the judge to allow it. It's just not. It's just not. Nah, it's not cool, man. It's sad. It's sad. It's
Right.
sad. Never mind. I don't know if you've seen it, but they got a witness on there. And the last couple of days, he been like trolling, nothing but trolling on the stand.
Oh, is that
Cause
the
he was,
dude? Is
cause
that
he
the
was sitting
that?
on the chair, right? He was
Yeah.
sitting on the chair, cause, and he was
Uh
just
huh.
spinning in circles. He was wheeling himself round and round.
Wow. Is that the same dude that had pleaded the fifth?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes, 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 yes. That was
Right.
another thing. The following time, I guess, in the morning time, he loudly said, "I'm pleading the fifth," but
Yeah.
everyone ignored him. They ignored him on that and still proceeded with the with the trial. And I guess you're not supposed to do that in front of juries or something like that. Like
Okay. Wow.
it's I don't know too much about that, but it's yo, the dude had me. He was yo, you could just watch that and be entertained by why his name is Copeland. Some Kenneth Copeland is his name. Kenneth Copeland. He was like the main troublemaker. I don't want to put no
Right.
title on him, but the main troublemaker. So he did time and all of that, but now he's supposed to be a witness for the state, but he ain't trying to say nothing.
Right.
Like, he copped out. They gave him immunity, but now they need him to testify, and he ain't trying to testify because you know what happens to
Right.
people
But
when they're testifying in this stuff. You know what happens.
right.
He's he's,
Absolutely.
he's scared. Like he's scared, and which is understandable. Not that it's right, but it's understandable. It's like yo, but he is trolling. So
Wow.
he asking the prosecutor to, she got to repeat the same question like 10 times. He's like, "What you saying? What? Nah, I can't see the picture. It's blurry. Nah, I don't know what you talking about." She asked him, "How old are you?" She asked him, "How old are you?" You know what his answers? You know what his answer was?
What's that?
He said, "I'm old enough."
Oh, so yeah, he's really trolling up on that stand. Wow.
Like hard, hard, hard. He was trying to plead the fifth, but it didn't work out. They convinced him to talk. They had a private conversation with him, the
Yeah.
judge, the prosecutor, him, and that's how all of this started with the lawyer getting arrested and all that. Because
Wow.
his lawyer found out that they had a private conversation. So, but
Yeah, that's
that's
crazy.
that, man. Yo,
How much
Kaz, what you
time?
got going on? What's up with you, though, man?
Who me? Oh no, I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling. I'm just in the house, just chilling. I was helping my neighbor hook her TV up, cause you know what I mean. I needed my daughter to hook mine up, so I haven't did that in years. Start hooking up these wires and all of that. So, but yeah, I'm just chilling, man. I just came in, just chilling out. Made me something to eat, man. What you doing, man?
I'm just chilling. I got the game on. I needed.
Okay.
I scheduled the live for 7:45 and stuff like that. So I just wanted to keep my word and come up. I didn't want to just.
Yeah, nah, cause I was definitely trying to get in. It wasn't letting me get in. I was like, "Yo, what's going on, man?"
Yeah, it's
Cause
gonna take me a little bit of time to figure all of this out and how it works, but I'm gonna get it
right.
because I'm gonna keep doing it and I'm gonna keep practicing. You already know that.
Yeah, I was trying to pull up this video. I can't find it though, right? But it was. Did you see it? I don't know if you seen it on Instagram, but it was of a mother. She was crying and complaining. No one came to her son's birthday party. She invited family and friends, classmates. No one came, and I was like, "Wow, man." I was like, "Wow, that was tough." We was just talking about, because I got something coming up, the pursuit of happiness,
Oh, I saw that.
and
I saw that.
it's like, do we rely on other people for our happiness, or because
Mm.
I constantly hear that it's an inside job. You always hear it's an inside job. It's an inside job, but do we rely on people for our happiness, or do we like how do you feel about that, man? How would you have felt? Would you have felt some type of way also, or
On the birthday party part,
yeah, like if nobody showed up, like two
yeah,
people showed up.
of course. And
Yeah,
it's not even so much for her; it's so much for the kid. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
her feelings is her feelings, but she's feeling this for her kid. Like the kid is like, Dad, nobody came. Like
Right.
that's that could be a little emotional,
Discouraging.
a little heartbreak, especially if you got something big planned and like
Right.
like expensive stuff going on and all of that. It's like you expected to have fun and
Yeah,
nobody come through, and it's
yeah,
like
but like you said, the mother, I'm pretty sure the mother really felt bad for the child
yeah,
because
exactly.
she got to hear about it and all night and everything like that. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it, man. I was like felt bad. You know what I mean? Like wow.
I'll be watching some videos like that too, man. Some of them be sentimental, like oh man, like but I like watching videos and seeing people do good things. I like watching them videos where like shit
Yeah,
like
fact.
there's still good people out there, like great, like
Right.
someone is that is I would yo my son broke his arm, well not broke, fractured his arm in school, dislocated it, horse playing.
Okay. Wow.
So
Was
he
that
got a cast. My son got the cast on now.
your young son? Your young son.
Yeah, I went to the school and stuff. Like, I was ready to like freak out and go crazy. Then I got to understand, the kids are
Right.
gonna play.
Right.
Like, it wasn't done intentional. Like, at first I'm thinking it was, but
Right.
like, nah, it wasn't. But it's just I still got to be there for him and show him that I care. That like I'm
Right.
never
No,
gonna let nothing
absolutely.
happen to you. Like
Showing him that support and that encouragement. No, because my daughter, I mean, anybody that has been following me on social media, my daughter, she fractures her leg or something every year,
oh
every
man,
single
you
year,
got it every year, huh?
every year, man. So it's like I already know how that is, man.
Mm. Yeah, nah, this is.
Basketball.
Did you ever
She,
break bones? Did you ever break bones as a kid?
who me? Oh, well, I chipped my tooth. I actually chipped my tooth, man, and I fractured my ribs. I fractured my ribs because my cousin. We used to play like wrestling when we was young, figure four leg lock and all of that.
Yes. Horseplay,
Uh,
right?
right. We watched Bruce Lee, and then we start thinking with Bruce Lee. We start walking on the broomsticks in the house, put
Mm.
them in between the beds, and oh man, we mess up the brooms, and then it's like crazy. So yeah, yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
it's like I was telling my wife when I was in school, especially in his grade,
Yeah,
fifth grade. Like we used to play a game called Suicide. I don't know if you guys used to play that, but with the
suicide. Yeah,
handball. So
yeah.
you throw it off the wall, and if you went to go catch the ball and you dropped it, everybody will beat on you till you got to the wall.
Okay,
Like
okay.
we used to really
Wow.
play rough. We used to play really really rough. Even when the teachers had us stand in the punishment room, we used to all wrestle in there, slam each other and stuff. I never had a broken bone or nothing like that, or chipped
Okay.
tooth or nothing like that. Now they chipping
Yeah.
away, but
Right. Right.
not when I
Right.
was younger.
Yeah.
Not when I
Yeah.
was
Shout
younger.
out to open minded man. He said hope for speedy recovery for the young. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
thank you. It was actually they said because he's young that he don't surgery wasn't needed because of
Right. Right.
his youngness. So that's
Okay.
good. I'm glad he didn't need surgery. It's like yo, my
Right.
older son went through something where he was on sit down for almost a year. He couldn't move for a year, and that was
Yeah.
that was with a leg. So,
Yeah. Brother
but
Delvin said it's called in the Bronx. It's called punching suicide.
you remember what I'm to? Well, you know what? It's funny because he actually right from where I was playing these games at, like
Word.
Delvin,
Word.
in that
Wow.
very same neighborhood.
Right.
Like yo, we used to.
Yeah.
What
What
he
you
said,
remember?
punching suicide, punching suicide. That's what they used to
Yeah. What you remember from the Bronx, man? What you remember? Like
yo
some
hop
of
take
some of the
take
good times, some of the best
hop in the
times.
train, hop in the train, taking the train either all
Yeah.
the way to Manhattan or all the way uptown as far as it could go. Like playing in between the carts, bro.
Wow. Wow.
We used to me and my brothers used to even hang on the back of the bus, literally. Now that I look back at this shit, I'm like, yo, how did
I
I
think
do this? What was I
I,
thinking?
I
What
did
was
that
I
a
thinking?
couple of times. A couple of times
Yo,
I did it. Not too much, like maybe like 3 times I did it before. One time I did it, and you try to jump down before the bus. Oh man,
yo,
I messed
I
myself
done
up,
did.
man. I ripped my
I
jeans,
done did
I
that.
ripped my knees of my jeans, everything, man. I was like, yeah,
Yo, that's wild, man. Yo, like I was at one point I was young enough to get on the bus for free, but my brother wouldn't. So I would get on the bus for free, and he would hang that very same bus, and we used to travel like a mile from 188 on Beaumont to where we lived at in Forest Projects. So it was like
okay,
the 17 bus, straight across, straight across,
right,
straight
right,
across,
right, right.
and it used to go through Katona Park. So he would tell me, "Yo, just get out of Katona Park, and I'll jump off the back of the bus at Katona Park." Yo,
Yeah,
but one time he wasn't there though. That was scary.
wow,
That was scary. I had to be like 9, 10 years old, maybe even younger.
yeah. My
The
daughter
Bronx,
used to go to
man, had,
nursery over there, man.
I don't. I wouldn't dare to do the things in the Bronx that I did as a kid. I wouldn't dare do them things today.
I know that's right. I know that's
It's
right.
like, yo, like it's a mattresses used to be on the street. We used to do flips with those, BMXing.
Right.
Yo, one time, and you know where Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium at? They used to have a ramp park, a park with the ramps
Okay.
with like skateboards and bikes. And yeah,
Okay.
I did a trick one time.
Okay. I know what that's saying.
I landed on my back and I was gasping for air and I was crying. Yo, you want to know something? Some dude on rollerblades stole my bike. How is that
Yeah.
possible? While I was gasping for air, some dude on rollerblades stole my bike. Yo, mm.
Wow. That's crazy. That's too crazy.
It was right across the street from Yankee Stadium
They got a skateboarding joint over there, like right on the side of Yankee Stadium, in
on
between
one
like
one six first over there, right, right under
yeah,
the train track, right
yeah,
under
right,
the
yeah,
four
under
train.
the train tracks, right in between that parking lot. That parking lot is over there. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, they built they really doing the Bronx over, man. They really revamping the whole thing, Jack.
it looked different from when I went to my mom's house. Cause it looked different, but the way I was looking at things, it felt like they was trying to hide the sun from everybody, because everything was like covered up. It's like
Yeah, well,
I
you know,
guess it's
Scott.
what they do before construction, but I'm like, where's the sun at? Like it just felt like it was early in the day, and it felt like it was later at night, or really 5 o'clock in the morning kind of stuff, and it wasn't even that time. For like the twilight zone for a little bit.
Right, right. The brother King Delvin said, Eric. He said, brother Eric, you taking me back.
Mm.
That was when we had the ramp in Yankee Stadium, the ramp parks, man. So
Yo,
he's
for real,
taking
for
them
real.
back, man, making them reminisce. You know what I mean?
Right. I like, I sometimes I think about these old things, these old, and you can see how life has evolved.
Right, right.
So different, so different, so different, man. Things are so different. We used to do the pool hopping at nighttime. We used to call it night pool. Used to go to
Okay. Night pool, night pool.
Katona Park.
Night pool.
Katona Park was popular, and then there was
Okay.
one by Mapes Pool. It was over there by 181st or 183rd in that area, but it was
Okay.
off of Katona.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Have you ever what about St. James? I just came across it today. St. James. You used to go to that park or no? Not really.
St. James. Where's that one at? I was always in 23 Park.
I think that's like that was like Jerome and like 184th or something like that, 185th.
No,
But
I spent
it
a
was
lot
a
of my
nice
time in
nice
I
big
spent a
park.
lot of my time as a kid in 23 Park, and the park
Okay.
inside the projects. It was like a little hoop and a little playground in Forest. Where
Right.
the dude was just walking by it the other day over here on YouTube. That 183rd BZ guy,
Okay. Okay.
King Tro, where
Control.
he was
Out to
walking.
control.
That's those were the stomping grounds.
Oh, it's okay. Okay.
So I was like, wow, he made me reminisce. Actually, once I was like, damn, I remember
Right.
playing out
Right.
there, hanging
Right.
out there. And I think Delvin said, I think he went to 158 or 198. It's one of them things he said he mentioned. But there,
Okay.
there's like a huge set of stairs that you could go upstairs, and when you go up them stairs, that's the school. But on the bottom of the stairs, on the left, is a small set of projects, and it's called Littleville. And they used to have the shorter
Hmm.
basketball hoop, a shorter one though. So that's
Okay.
what we used to be able to dunk at, and whatnot. That's where Punisher, Big Pun and them used to all play ball over there before
Oh
he
wow.
was even rapping, and softball
Okay.
right over
Yeah, I used to live by Southern Boulevard, not too far from, yeah, right there on Southern Boulevard. I mean, I kind of liked it because I was on 149, right? I kind of liked it the area, but it was just like the maintenance, in the building. But I was liking the area because it was so many eateries and then the transportation, so it was like perfect for me. You know what I mean? But
now.
yeah,
Now, what's up with Harlem? Is Harlem like Manhattan or the Bronx?
well, they call it. I think they call it Manhattanville now. They call it
Manhattanville.
Manhattanville. So but yeah, because it's like interconnected a little bit. It's like right there, right across the bridge. So it's kind of like interconnected. But if you come to New York and you really spend like a week or something, you're gonna see that it's like say for instance the Bruckner. The Bruckner looks like straight up downtown Brooklyn. Straight up downtown Brooklyn to me. And downtown Brooklyn looks like Manhattan. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? And now over here on Jerome and down by like 139th, 149th, it's like, you know what I mean? They're building those skyscrapers, like you were saying, blocking out the
Mm.
sun. And they're making it more comfortable for, you know what I mean?
I heard they was doing something like that like is it Baychester or Westchester or Co-op
Okay.
City? What they got going on in Co-op City? They got some different stuff going on in Co-op City. You know what?
I haven't heard anything, but I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, I haven't heard anything, but I'm pretty sure they do.
Mm. You went to school out there. You went to school. You went to school in Bronx, Brooklyn.
Oh no, I went to school in Queens. In
Oh, in
Queens.
Queens.
Yeah. By the time I
That's where you
moved
spent
to
most of your time at. Most of your life was Queens.
well, what's funny is because I'm 45 now, so I moved out here probably like when I was like 24, right? So
Mm.
my son tells me he's like, "Yo, you can't claim Queens no more, Dad. You can't claim Queens." So it's kind of like it's funny. I grew up in Queens, but it's like half and half. But I was born and raised in Queens, so yeah.
That's
And I
how I
moved.
feel
Yeah,
about New York.
yeah,
Like I've been out here. I've been out here so long where like I don't say I'm from New York. I can't say I'm from New York anymore. I'm from Massachusetts now.
yeah. That's what
It's
my
like,
son was telling me. That's what my son was telling me. I
yo,
was like,
I just didn't like that I let too much time go by with me and my visits over there. Like too much
okay,
time, because it caused like a separation where like I don't care to go over there as much. Like, and now I want to go over there more often because I
right,
went not too long ago with my wife, and I really want to go more often.
yeah.
But they had all the streets closed. Everything was under construction. It was wild. It was wild.
Well, it's going to be a lot of that in a little while because now all the free concerts and everything is coming into play. So yeah, they're going to have a lot of that. You know what I mean? In
Mhm.
Brooklyn, Manhattan, everywhere.
Yeah, I left when I was in. I used to come down here every. I used to come to Mass every summer from the age of 8. I used to only come to Massachusetts in the summertime. But then when I turned 14 was when I moved down here permanently. And
Okay,
between 14 and 25 years old, I didn't even go to the Bronx, not even one time.
not
For
even once. Wow.
all,
So
all, all those years.
so the last time you been to the Bronx, right? A couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That like in between, how far have you? What's the longest you haven't been since
That
that
was
last
probably
time?
three. How many years? 4 years. About 4 years.
4 years? Oh, okay,
4 years
okay,
before that.
yeah,
four
yeah,
years
brother.
in. When I was single and I was riding around, I would
Right.
go. but I would go and come back all in the same day by myself. Like,
Okay. So you was like back and forth.
yeah, and that was like just on some on some fun stuff, just
Right.
for fun. Like no reason, no particular reason, just for fun. Like, oh,
Right.
let's go to New York right quick. It's like, but I hate that I had let so much time go by without going because it's like I don't know. It's hard to explain. I just wish that
Right.
it's too much. You know, when you don't see something for a long time, and then when you see it again, it's like you don't even know how to act anymore.
Right. Right. Yeah, I always wanted to ask you, man, what you got some platinum plaques back there, man?
What's that?
What's that in the back of you, man? That's some plats? Some platinum joints?
This?
Yeah. You look like you in the studio, man.
Nah, that's just Ron DMC.
Yeah, it looked like a
Run
platinum
DMC.
plaque.
The the Boston Celtics.
I
You know, I just use this my a sofa right here. I usually just chill right here. I might chill
right,
by the
right.
window every now and then. I haven't chilled in the kitchen yet. I got the back deck. Sometimes I'm on the back deck on the steps making the video.
Okay, yeah. I see you
But this is where I
jogging
got
out
the I
there.
got the stick right here. But now eventually gonna see a full blown setup.
No doubt.
Full blown setup, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All
Yeah.
right, well, Kaz, I don't know. We can wrap this up, and I'll let you do what you're doing. I
Yeah, I
thank
just
you.
want one more thing, right? I just want to
No,
say one
take
more
your time.
thing.
I'm no rush. I'm not rushing you. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, the brother King Delvin said they're trying to fix up the whole Bronx, but they're doing it in the wrong way. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Now check this out, right? Now when they signed the whole bill or whatever to get rid of the auto body shops, right? Now they didn't make it like an instant thing, like letting people know that this is what they're doing. They're just coming and just doing it now. But this been in play like 5 years ago. So I can agree with what the brother's saying that they're going about it the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Yo, let me tell you, my wife's drive was because she's the one that drove. Because
Right.
I can't stand the New York traffic. But
Yeah.
she did the dirty work, and it was, bro, like 95 was closed. You couldn't get off the Bruckner Express. The Cross Bronx Expressway was closed. Then we would have to make a right, but we're like 4 or 5 lanes to the left. So it's like impossible to make a right when there's like 4 lanes of traffic. Like, how could I
Right.
make a right? There's and never mind, it would be illegal. Like, it was just a mess with the traffic. It was like cinder blocks and bricks everywhere, broken pieces of highway. I was like, yo,
Wow. It's
I had to
crazy.
do like a complete circle. And the streets look different. I couldn't even remember this. I couldn't even remember where I was at. I had to wait till I got like five blocks away from my mom's house before I knew where I was at. Only five
Wow.
blocks.
Wow. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a whole circle. Yeah. And then we posted. When we posted in Forest, we had to jump from 166, from 166 in Forest. Then we had to
Right.
jump to West 231st Street or 234th Street on the
Okay.
west side by Cedric Ave and all of that.
I know. I
Not
know you're
not too
talking
far
about.
from
Yeah.
Cedric. But we ended up jumping on a highway and a bridge, and I don't remember ever seeing that as a kid. Like, you would just go straight forever if you needed to go somewhere.
They changed a lot. A lot changed.
It's like, it did. It did. But yo, it was a good time over there. It was a good time, good time, good time.
No, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, man, with the
Good
family and
time, good
everybody.
time. I should have my mom. My mom need to come out here soon and chill with me. It's been a minute.
Right.
Minute. But
No
yeah,
doubt.
man.
That's what's
Thank
up.
you, thank
That's
you,
what's up.
thank you. What's Delvin saying?
Brother
Home is home,
Delvin said,
Eric,
"Home,
right?
home
That's
is
true,
home.
right? It's like
Home is home."
you can take Eric out of New York, but you can't take the New York out of Eric. Shit. What you got going on the next couple of days, Cos?
Oh man, I'm
You got any
just
shows going on? You got any
Nah, the one I thought that I had last Sunday. I mean, the Sunday that passed was actually the 23rd. So the next one is the 23rd. So I'm just chilling, man. I'm just gonna be just chilling.
Mm.
You know.
I'll be down to do something tomorrow if you want. We could jump on yours, or you could jump on mine. I'll
Okay.
brainstorm and come up with something that
Yeah,
could
yeah. I'm
keep
gonna
us
shoot you.
engaged. That I know I wanted to talk about it, the Young Thug trial and all of that. But
Right.
like I'm not a big fan of all of that craziness, and I'm sure you're not either. So,
Right.
but it
No,
was
but still, it can teach a story to the young kids. How to stay out of jail, and now with this technology and everything, whatever you think that you're doing, that's on the low.
it's
It's
not
kind of like
it's out there.
it's like they just letting you ride out until they just ready to just come and snatch you, man. So hopefully, Young Thug, man. I hope they get a fair shake, man. Get a fair
That's
shake
what
out.
I'm asking for. That's
Yeah,
that's that's my thing. I'm overlooking everything and say just get a fair share. We all deserve that at least, right? A fair share. Like
yeah. Now the only thing is that these brothers, when they come out, man, they can't be doing the same thing, still getting in trouble. Just like shout out to Meek Mills. I like Meek Mills. But it seems like a lot of people fought for him, and now he's kind of giving people his ass to kiss. So you can't be doing that because it's going to be the people that's going to back you, man. And without the
mm,
people, you know.
hmm Did you see like his music? His music has fell off big time. I was a huge I liked Meek Mill's music a lot. His
Yeah,
older stuff, but lately his stuff is just not like he's not evolving. I'm not seeing evolving in his music. Like all the rappers grow up, and you could tell through their
right,
music that they growing up, and Meek Mill is still popping willies in his music. Like
right. Well, you got to remember, the same thing that make you is the same thing that can break you, right? So it seems like to me, it seems like Meek Mills was like at his best when he had the people behind him. The people was with him at one time. They was coming to court. People in the courthouse. I mean, in front of the courthouse. They got the free Meek shirts on. So once you lose the honor of the people and you left out to dry, that's just like with Drake. That's just like with Drake. Once the people turn their back on you, it's what I mean. So I think that's what with Meek Mill. I think Meek Mills need to get in touch with his peoples, the people that came in the game with him, not the people that he just met, during the time, but the people that came in with him and go back to the drawing board. Because a lot of times it's not all about the fame and all of that. And, it's about taking care of your family and, and helping others and doing for others. So it seemed like Meek kind of went off track a little bit.
you don't think that you don't think DJ Academics had anything to do with ruining his career?
Um,
Did you see what DJ Academics did for him? He
I
spoke
mean,
about him for like 30 days and 30 nights. Like he named
yeah,
it after one of his albums or something like that. It was crazy.
yeah, I seen him going back and forth, kind of trolling, going back and forth, and see,
Because
it's like,
he's influential. Academics is influential. He could get a
yeah,
whole a whole group of people to not like you anymore. Like he's very influential.
yeah, yeah, and that's why I'm just gonna go back to people really can't do anything without our consent, right? So I think once Meek had really responded, because sometimes Meek he responds, but I think he just talks out of place sometimes. I think that's when Meek kind of opened the floodgate, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But I think Meek, he's young, man. He's young. He's still learning, and they grow up fast with that money. They up in the spotlight. They grow up fast. But Meek, I think he need to get back to his roots, man. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? He got the braids. I think he grew the braids back. But get back to the your peoples, man.
So let that white tee get a little dirty right quick.
Right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong
Right,
with that.
right. Get a
Instead of
little
bunny,
stain on the sun real quick.
right? Instead of bunny hopping, you do some Scott hops, right? What they call it, Scott hop. Instead of the bunny hop, Meek. I like Meek. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I like Meek, but
I do too. I listen to a few of his songs on the regular. Trust me, like often. But there's
yeah,
some of the
it's a,
oldest. I like 1942 flows. I love that song. Then there's
right.
another one that's called Save Me. Save Me. Somebody save me.
Okay,
23 and
yeah,
1. I I I dig that track. I was big on that, but it's like I think academics played a role in me not messing with him anymore. Like un-
right,
unconsciously thinking like he did it to me. He made me not like Meek Mill anymore. I didn't want that to happen, but I think academics influenced me.
right. Salute to the brother Open Minded, man. Open Minded said once they had him bunny hopping, I lost all respect for Meek. That looked it crazy. You know, when Meek was up there bunny hopping, it looked it crazy because
It did, right?
like why like really I was thinking, right, like why would Meek even bet money on the sport when he know he can't play it. Like so he knew they was gonna win. So it kind of looked it like something else to me. It looked a little crazy because I'm not gonna bet, a couple of thousand on a tennis game and I don't play tennis and I know you guys got a tennis club come on. So it looked it crazy. It looked like it was something more that they was leaving out. Because when you do things like that, when you see stuff like that, that's usually some people with that don't got no knowledge of themselves trying to be a part of some type of secret society or some type of
Oh,
frat.
is it possible to be that these secret societies are like just making a mockery of him for us to see?
Well, yeah, that's just like on the street or whatever. People tell you to do things, and they want to get a laugh out of it. So they've been doing this for years, so they know. They know, so they telling him to do things. He got advisors and all of that. And do this. This will get you lit. This will get you popping. And then I think sometimes these artists they just feed into it. After a while, they're like, okay,
It's
it's
kind of
like
weird,
any
right? You never think you go like from dirt bikes and popping willies to bunny
right.
hopping. That's kind of crazy. It's a different kind of jump.
No, it definitely is. But you know what it is too? It's like a lot of people putting on front. So you don't know which one is which. You don't know if they the thug or if they the killer or they the this. And then I think some of them just say, you know what? Any attention, it's like a kid, right? Any attention is good attention to them. If the
Right.
mother's smacking them up, then they're gonna do something every time they get smacked up. So I think it comes like clout chasing and all of that. Because Meek could have
What
definitely
is what
went
is
down.
what is your thought on that? What is your thought
What's that?
on any publicity, whether good or bad, is good publicity? You buy into
Um,
that thing, like
Not well. Me myself, I don't really go by that saying. Any publicity is good publicity, good or bad. I don't really go with that, but
right?
it depends on what a person's really trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? Because I can't tell a person that it's not when they're trying to accomplish something else, and they're telling me it is, and then they're showing me so-called proof that it is. I'm cashing out. So you know what I mean? But it
Even if you're
depends.
going against your own morals, though, even if you're going against your own morals and principles, like
No,
for this
that
publicity, like
no, that's what selling your soul is all about. Some people will sell a soul for a couple of coins. For a couple of coins, they don't care because really, their reality is something different from your reality, right? You're a stand-up individual, but they might be something else. They can't see it the way you see it unless they get older or sure where they can. You know what I mean? But yeah,
yeah, nah, I get it, man. Like, and I don't, I get that nobody is perfect, but as individuals, like, we should know right from wrong. You know what I mean? And
right,
I don't know. There's no amount of money that would make me do something that would make me feel uncomfortable,
hmm
or make me look some kind of way, or partake in having someone else look some kind of way. Like, no,
right.
like
I mean, well, that's people, with
people are
desire.
different. People are different. People are different. I get it.
No, yeah, that's people with desires, and they got wants. Right? So when people know that you got wants, they know how to feed them. They give you what you want, but not really what you need. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm,
Because as long as you got food, clothing, shelter, then you like, all right, the three necessaries, right? So everything else is really a want. And some people will go all out for what they want, man. Some people rob people for their jewelry. Some people, you know what I mean, whatever they want. Some people go all out for it, you know what I mean? But they neglect their needs, but they go for their wants, but neglect their needs, you know what I mean?
mm. It's like not appreciating what you actually have at the moment, and you want to do craziness for some more stuff that you don't need. You just want it.
Right,
I,
because all you gotta do is take what you have already to accomplish more. But people, what they do is people have about 12 eggs here, but then they'll go over here and forget about these, and you know just work with what you got. That's all you have to do is work with what you got.
mm,
And a
well
lot of
said.
people,
Well said.
a lot, a lot of people have it already, but just don't know they have it. They
Mm,
just don't know what to do with it because people are not thinking.
mm. That's what I tend to think sometimes. I think that a lot of us got so used to, we got used to not having nothing, that when we get something, we don't know how to act.
Right.
You know.
Right, and we misuse it. A lot of times we misuse it. Salute to the brother King Delvin. He said the real secret of society will never show their face. I just want to leave that there for my peoples. Who you see is who you see for a reason. Open minded said Delvin facts because it's a secret. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And
Right.
two,
If everyone's talking about this secret society, it's not a secret, right? We
right.
all talking about it, right? I
Right.
get it.
But you know, they're always upgrading their stuff, right? So if we know it, then they're like 10 years ahead of us. You know what I mean? But the real secret is within you. You know what I mean?
All right. It is. It's in you.
The real secret is within you. But if somebody can trick you into not believing that, then they can control you forever, man. They can control you forever, man. And that's what a lot of what the government is doing to people, man, because people don't know their real power, you know, a lot of us don't know. A lot of us is just learning, man. I'm learning stuff every day. So for people that's listening to this, don't feel bad. You know what I mean? Because yo, they duped us, man. When you know what the government knows and you know how they're mistreating us, you be like, yo,
No. You know what? I get so much. I love learning though. Like
yeah,
I enjoy learning so much, and it's listening, especially listening to other people and their
yeah,
perspectives. Like whether it's right or wrong, or if I agree with it or not. Like I love embracing the information. Like I don't know, I have this obsession with information that I
yeah,
like. Tell me
right,
more. Tell me more. Tell me more.
yeah. Because
Whether I agree with it or not, I still want to know
right,
more about it.
right, because when you get certain information, it kind of like opens up certain more options for you in life. Because now you know more. You know more. You could do more. So educating yourself to the day you pass on is what's up. Especially if you got children. You know what I mean? If you got children,
Right,
open
right.
minded.
Open minded. Right. Definitely the open minded. All smoke and mirrors. Smoke
Yeah,
and mirrors, yo. Like, you know, I believe that even our own eyes can lie to us. Like they've made it possible for our own eyes to lie to us.
well, you know, technically, you know, you see more with your mind. You know what I mean?
Mm,
You see more with your
mm,
mind. Your
mm.
third eye is the real eye, right? And I could prove this because if a car accident was to happen on a corner, right? And you got 10 people there, right? 10 people watched it, but you're going to get at least six different stories. So how would you get six different stories if we all seen it with these eyes? So you see it with your mind's eye. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So
mm.
So right, I was listening to this Buddha. I was listening to this Buddha on YouTube, and he was saying that half, like we only have like what he said, like I think 50% of what we think we seen, we really didn't see it if we looking at it with these eyes. But if you start to meditate, it's more you can see. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like they say, this whole physical realm is just an illusion. They say when we go to sleep is when we go to the dream state and we
Mhm.
live in reality. You know what I mean? Because the brain never stops. The brain never stops. You know what I mean?
It's like if you shut both your eyes, you can see darkness. But if you only close one, you can't see the darkness.
Right, right, right.
It's like
And that,
they both got to be closed, not just one. It's like it's nothing and it's nothing and it's not. When you cut both of them, it's like it's
right. No, and that's the whole spiritual. That's the whole spiritual aspect, right? Because people talk about the light side, the dark side, whatever. But the dark side, when you was in your mother's stomach, is when you felt the most calmest. You felt the most protected. And when you was out of the womb into the light, you know what I mean? So it's always you always gotta have a balance in life. A balance.
balance.
People sometimes people want to be this too much or that too much. You just gotta have a balance, right? Like I was talking to one OG and he told me, he said, you don't gotta be too negative and you don't gotta be too positive. You just gotta be. Just be.
Right, right,
So that's when earlier when we was talking about unconditional love and everything like that. When you just do it.
right, right.
You don't.
That's
It's not like I'm picking and choosing or it's favoritism. If I'm gonna do this for my brother, I'm gonna do it for my sister. I want the whole humanity to be better, to smile, not just one person. There's no selfishness here. You know what I mean?
I think that in the beginning of my journey, it
Right.
was it was like that for me. 'Cause I was trying so hard that I was doing myself a disservice because I was
Right.
just trying so hard, just like even in my mind, just going out my way to make sure I'm doing things a certain way, a certain way. Now,
Yeah.
I mean, it's beneficial, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it's going to be a disservice. Like it could be
Right.
overwhelming and then take you off track completely, especially if it becomes so much overwhelming. But throughout time, I learned balance, and I learned whatever obstacles come, deal with them the best way you could. That's it. Just
Right.
like
But you know why a lot of times that happens? A lot of times that happens because sometimes our ego gets involved, right? Whether it's trying to protect us or otherwise. Because if we're trying to make someone else happy and they're not happy, then and it reverts and kind of makes us mad or makes us sad when that's kind of being selfish,
right,
right? Because if you give somebody something and you say, hey, go ahead. You say you give your girl like $5,000. You say go do this, and if she's not happy, then you won't be happy because you think you did something wrong. But in all reality, maybe she just didn't feel the trip, or maybe something happened. So a lot of times we're trying to make ourselves happy through other people and not even realizing it. We're not even realizing it. You know what I mean?
right,
So
right.
that's why it's good just to help, just to do. Don't even no strings attached, no nothing. You know what I mean?
Right, just natural. Just let it
Yeah.
let it be natural. It's like yo, straight blunt visuals. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you stopping by,
Straight
checking it
blunt.
out. This is my
Salute.
brother Kaz. Kaz, that's straight blunt visuals. You probably
No
seen him
doubt.
around in the chats and
I,
stuff
I
like
think
that.
I seen him around. I think I seen him around. Yes.
Straight blunt visuals official podcast. Make sure y'all tune into him too, good peoples.
Oh, salute, man. Open minded, man. Happy birthday, brother. Happy belated birthday, man.
Oh, what? He's the elder, man. That's our
Yes,
elder.
yes.
Salute to our elder, the
Salute
OG.
to the elder, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
For the mother. Let's go. Do I got a candle somewhere around for the guy?
Yeah.
Nah.
No doubt,
Yeah,
no
man.
doubt,
Enjoy,
man.
enjoy. We get in.
Yeah.
What age comes that wisdom.
Comes that
It's like
wisdom, yes.
yo, I was just on the phone. I was just on the phone with my daughter for about an hour and some change too, and
Okay.
she just needed somebody to talk to, man.
Right, right,
I'm
right.
just Talk away. I'm listening.
Yeah.
It's dope.
How
Sometimes
old
that's
is your
all we
daughter,
need.
brother? How old is your daughter, brother?
She's 19.
19. Okay, wow. Okay. Yeah, my son is 23. My son is
I
23.
got two 19-year-old daughters. 10-year-old. Well, he's gonna be 11 on Father's Day actually, and then I got
Wow.
my 22-year-old now. He's about to be 23.
Yeah, Straight Blunt. Salute to
Son.
Straight Blunt Visuals. He said,
Straight
happy
blunt.
birthday to the brother, Open Minded. Happy birthday.
See, like yo, this was one of them. This was one of them conversations that we be having on the phone too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
This went
No,
great. This went great.
we be building, man. We be building on the phone, and it's always a great conversation. And I be like, Dad, I wish we would have had this recorded some type of
Right,
way.
right, right. It's
But
like
at least, yeah,
we never like. It's never like, yo, did you see this? Did you see this? Did you hear about this? Did you hear
right,
about that? Did you see this over here? Like, nah,
right.
like, yo, it's how you
No, no,
doing? What's
it's
good?
it's,
Uplift
it's
each other. Positive
right.
text messages.
Great advice and great advice, man.
Right, right, yo.
That's why I say I always thank you for our conversations, right? Because we'll speak, I get off the phone, and it's always like percolating, you know what I mean? Good vibes and everything. And those are the type of conversations that, you want to be in, as a human being. You want to be in more of those uplifting conversations than the ones where we're tearing each other down
Right.
and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's
It's like, yo,
crazy.
we could either be a part of the problem or part of the solution, man. And let's figure out some solutions, yo. What we doing?
Right.
Let's make some. Let's create some magic somehow. Some good magic. Some good energy.
That's why I always say I'm a solutionary. You know what I mean? You got some people that's a revolutionary or this or that. I'm a solutionary. You know what I mean? I'm a solutionary. You know what I mean?
Word up. Cause I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna chill with the wifey for a minute
No
before the night
doubt.
is over.
I respect that. I respect
I would
that.
love to do something again in the near future. If you down,
Yeah,
update
yeah.
and stuff,
We'll,
or
we'll trade
even on your
trade some
page, wherever
ideas.
you want to do something, you can always send me a link too. I'll be there. No questions asked.
Absolutely, absolutely. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate everybody that was in the chat, man. Open minded, King Delvin,
Mhm.
straight blunt visuals, man. Salute to
Yo,
y'all, man.
these all these names are good people too, man. Ain't that
Yeah,
nice? Like
yeah,
I'm always seeing these people in different chats, and it's always love and high vibes. Like
right.
never no disrespect. I never disrespect anybody, but even from the people in here that I'm seeing, it's like they always on good timing, yo. Like
That's
they
like a
good
sign.
timing.
That's a
They good
sign.
timing,
That's a
like
sign letting you know.
straight blunt visuals.
Yes.
He has his how can I his partner he has they have a channel, they have a podcast. His
Okay.
the other dude, Sean the rap ref. But
Okay.
these kids are younger than us, right?
Wow.
And they speak with so much, like they speak good, cause like no disrespect.
Well, yeah.
The dude make videos without even cursing, like
Okay. Okay.
not even no swear in his video, none of that.
Yeah, that was like Rakim. I think Rakim was like
Like
one of the only rappers that was making hits
like
without
very
cursing.
intellectual. He speaks very well, like
I gotta check him out.
like it's good to see younger kids acting this way. Like very mature, very smart, very smart. I definitely see bright futures ahead of
Well,
them.
all right, I'm gonna go subscribe to him definitely.
Please, please, yo. But y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for
Salute. Thanks for
tuning in.
having me.
I'm gonna be active. I'm active. Get with me. I'm active.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. We back outside. Back outside.
I'm outside, right? Yo, Kaz, thanks, bro. You already know.
No doubt. Peace and love, man. I'ma holla at
Love.
you.
I'll get with you. Everybody listening, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribed and hit the notification bell and get with me next time, man. It really was a pleasure. It is easier when you got somebody there talking with you. Because by myself, this would be hard. As y'all can see, I was struggling. But yo, salute, 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 everybody. Much love, all right? Peace.